Hello milkers, happy Monday. Welcome to another episode. We are back again. This week's beer is Rubus Cacao by Mad Tree Brewing Co. of Cincinnati, Ohio. Sweet chocolate blends with tart raspberries to make this the perfect partnership for this awesome stout beer. Brewed in a huge warehouse-style brewery in the suburbs of Cincy, this beer and this brewery is a must-try. Has an ABV of 7% alcohol by volume, and the Comcast gives this beer a 4 out of 5 rating. As always, please drink responsibly, and please go and use my promo code T20CODYCU for 20% off all Redcon 1 products, supplements, and merch. That's T20CODYCU. Now let's get into the episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Comcast. I'm Ryan, as always, your fucking gracious host. Come in, take your shoes off, wipe your feet, bitch. Welcome back. Welcome to my dojo. Joining me, as always, is Cody and, again, Cheyenne.
Mojo.
Woo.
Mojo.
Woo.
Jojo. Mojo Jojo.
About didn't come on the episode because Cody was being a piece of shit. That's usually what happens every single fucking week. What are you talking about? Why are we using this time to bash Cody? Because... it's like every time you're like, I'm coming in to do the episode, and you're like, no, you can't be on it. He's like, why can't I be on it? And he's like, because you suck. And then you're like, fine.
I didn't say because you suck.
No, but that's basically what it is. And I'm just like, hey, Cheyenne, you gonna be on the episode? And she's like, well, somebody did this. And I'm just like, well, you can be on the episode.
Yeah, half of the cast is rude to me.
See, what happens? See, what's happening here is I was joking, and she knows I was joking. But now,
don't even. If you're gonna be rude and don't even joke about like that, then I'm just gonna grab my shit and leave.
But
you don't
now,
want me? Grab my shit and I'm leaving.
But now they are gang bullying me right now.
I'm gang bullying. Better than gang banging.
I feel very unsafe right now.
Oh, you know what? I felt unsafe when you were fucking patronizing me.
Don't patronize us.
I'm an adult. You already fucking criticized my driving.
It needs to be criticized.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Probably does.
No,
it needs to be criticized. Yours.
You both rode with me before. I drive like a grandmother.
The worst.
I got scared that
the worst driving in the worst driving in the room is you.
Me?
Yeah.
How?
Because my mom's not here.
How is it me?
Because you're dangerous.
I'm not fucking dangerous.
I'm not gonna lie, you're dangerous.
I'm not dangerous at all.
You drive a crossover, and you drive it like it's a V8 sports car.
No, I don't.
Mozzarella.
A what?
A mozzarella.
Oh, just because you trying to say Maserati?
Yeah.
Oh, mozzarella. What is it? Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo.
What? Alfa Ramen.
Alfa Romeo.
You're just mad. Where the fuck were we going? And you're like, we were coming back from a county fair.
From the fair.
We were coming back from a county fair. That's like 30 minutes from where we live.
Yeah, I remember. That was fun.
And you passed,
like a Ryan's playing
in
Tokyo
a
Drift.
no passing zone. You passed
No!
Yeah.
It was a dash line.
It was not.
You fucking snitch.
You passed in a no passing zone.
No, I wouldn't have passed him. Oh, you're right. It was double yellow.
You passed in a no passing zone 1. Number 2, it was a truck hauling a boat, so it's twice as long as it should be. Number 3, it's a county highway with not that much room to pass. And number 4, we were going the speed limit. We were going, it was 55 miles an hour in that zone, and you were going 55 behind the person with a boat. Yeah. Nothing was wrong. And you're like...
Nothing can stop me.
And you're like, guess what? I'm gonna take this fucking thing out of eco mode, and I'm gonna
take this bitch out of eco.
There's no eco mode.
I'm just gonna 4-cylinder this fucking thing around at 80 miles an hour, and here comes a fucking car. And we barely make it.
Barely made it.
2 seconds. 2 fucking seconds later.
No, listen.
We would not be... The Comcast would be no more. We would be coming no more.
Realize how long 2 seconds is, though. 1 Mississippi.
2 Mississippi. That's a long
Dead! Dead, motherfucker! Dead!
That's a
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, dead!
Yeah.
Fucking boom, bang, dead! I'm never gonna go to Cincinnati again!
Fucking boo bang dead.
I only got 1 trip to Cincinnati in my life!
No,
and
we've been
because-
twice. We went on a weekend trip.
I've only been to Cincinnati twice in my life, and I want to go back again.
Whatever.
Boom, done. Can't do that anymore because you didn't want to get behind somebody with a boat. I don't know if you have something, it's like an issue with people that own boats, but you wanted to not be behind them anymore.
Did you die? No.
That's exactly what I told him.
Sure
He goes,
didn't.
get on the road! I am on the road. I'm getting back on the road.
I'm getting back on.
We
the
didn't
road.
die. We were fine. We had plenty of time.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
What is
What's the problem?
It was unnecessary.
What was unnecessary,
And
passing?
you criticized my driving, Cheyenne,
Because
No, I
you
don't.
suck.
but my driving's the best out of all three.
No,
here.
it's not.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
let the listeners decide.
How? How are you gonna decide? The
They
way
can hang out with us. They can come hang out with
whoever
us.
drives this, whoever. No, I don't.
Who do you trust more?
Who do you think is gonna drive you to safety?
When shit hits the fan, who do you trust more to drive? This guy. I've
This
saved
is
us.
not the apocalypse.
I saved us multiple times.
This is not the apocalypse.
We could have died like 6 years ago.
You have been in more
We could have
accidents than
died
anybody
6
I
years
know.
ago.
We could have died 6 years ago,
You-
but we
you have-
survived because of me.
You have been in more accidents than anybody I know.
No, I haven't.
That one time that we ran off the fucking road into a ravine.
We could have fucking completely smashed a Prius going 55, but you know what? Ryan took her off in a ditch.
I told you to go off in the ditch.
No, you didn't. You were like, you were freaking out. Run. You didn't say shoot. You were like, hey, take it off in the ditch.
I spilled my soda. I spilled
No,
my...
you were like, run. And I'm sitting there like spinning the wheel trying to turn.
We were on ice.
We're on ice.
With it.
But then luckily this truck came by and pulled us out of the ditch.
Yeah.
You're fine.
And I ripped the crotch out of my pants.
Is
When
that the
was
worst
getting
thing
out
that's
or during
happened?
the accident? Or during the... Was it getting out of the truck?
I think it was either getting out or getting in.
Yeah,
the one I was
you
doing.
had to rip the crotch out of your pants, and I spilled my soda all over myself. And this was when we worked at a call center selling insurance. When was that? 2014? Something like that?
2014, 2015.
Yeah, we were just driving
Well, I
to work.
came in 2015.
Huh?
I came in to cook on 2015.
It was the year before that, because it was the year before
It
we
was the
started.
winter.
It was the year before we started there. But yeah, that was insane. You've hit a deer in all of your vehicles.
Not my car.
That one?
The other one.
Oh no, you ran over a median in the snow.
I didn't run over a median. I slid into
You ever
it.
seen a Malibu?
You jumped the median.
Hey, have you ever seen a Chevy Malibu go off road? Well, you have today.
It never went off the road.
It went onto a
slid,
median.
and No, it didn't. It goes and hit up against it.
Whatever. You still hit the median.
That's what fucked it up.
You still hit
Side
the median.
slap
I was-
the median.
And that's
Coming in hot.
because you're driving. I was coming in hot because you're driving too fast.
It was wet.
You're driving too fast.
So?
If you slide on the road when it's raining, it's because you're driving too fast.
Oh, well.
Actually,
See?
I think it's because
See?
of the oil and stuff that are floating on top.
What if it's been
Right.
raining all day? No, it's not that
Hey,
actually.
It could be.
There's a
sure.
big, like, scuff mark on your rims. What happened there, bro?
Oh, yeah!
Well, you
Mister,
see-
I've been down for 3 seconds!
It wasn't that long. Well, you see the thing.
Well, it didn't take you long to fuck up!
Sometimes
You had to get the
sidewalks-
whole
Uh-huh.
left side of your truck replaced.
Oh, fucking
Oh, I think you're
sidewalk.
talking about my car.
Oh.
No.
You said my car.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
that's another time that your
But I
car,
was talking about.
then your truck, then your other truck.
I was talking about sometimes sidewalks just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
sure
they
they
fucking
do.
move.
Yeah, that
Sidewalks do move.
Yeah.
That median wasn't there
Roaming-
yesterday when I hit
Roaming
it.
sidewalks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have moving sidewalks. Is that what it's called, a moving sidewalk?
No.
In the airport, is that what it's called, a moving sidewalk?
It's just a fucking escalator that's not up.
A flat
escalator.
Flat escalator.
Gosh.
I'm pretty sure it's called moving sidewalks.
I don't know.
I guess. It's for the fat people. But the
Uh,
thing is, you counteract it so you also walk while you're
Yep.
on it, so you get there twice as fast as everybody
Yeah.
else.
It is for the fat people that are tired of walking.
It is.
The moving sidewalks is a fucking band? No way.
Pre-ZZ Top. What does
Wow.
that mean? So they were they were moving sidewalk before ZZ Top?
It was
Yeah, they were the moving sidewalks before ZZ
The
Top.
moving sidewalk. Oh, that's what they are called. A moving sidewalk, also known as an auto walk. Moving pavement,
Auto walk.
moving sidewalk.
Auto walk.
People mover,
A travelator.
a travelator.
AKA the first time machine.
It says Trav-O later or Trav-O later.
In long, slow-moving conveyor mechanism.
Yeah. Honestly, so we get on those just because I enjoy, like, getting on them and walking super fast.
See, the one time I took a flight from Indy, our flight was at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so that's what I did. I stood there, closed my eyes on the thing, on the movie walk. What is it?
Travelator.
The Travelator. And I just held my suitcase like this.
Because you were, like, falling asleep?
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. My flight's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I like early morning flights.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, especially if you're going to Florida or somewhere that you can get a 2-hour flight. Usually it's the ones that are direct flights. If you can get a direct flight, never, ever get a layover.
That's the thing. If you go south, you stop in Georgia.
If you avoid Georgia at all costs. Trust me, people.
We didn't stop at Georgia. We stopped in D.C. and then we went to.
You went up and then went.
See,
down.
when COVID
went from Indy to D.C. down to New Orleans.
Right. Yeah. So I've seen people. They have to go. Same thing. Kind of like you go up. You go up to like Michigan. And then you go.
I don't think.
No, you don't. You don't go to Michigan. You either go to Chicago or you stop in North Carolina or Georgia or Alabama.
Right. It's super weird, but it's a cheaper flight. But trust me, people. When COVID quits fucking us in the ass and you're able to travel again, if you can get a direct flight,
I've never been raped by COVID.
Get a
COVID
direct.
Not fucking me in the ass. I'm vaccinated.
Get a direct.
I'm fucking it in the ass.
Get a direct.
We're fucking COVID in the ass.
Jesus Christ! I'm trying to get a point across, people.
No lube.
Anyway, get a direct flight.
Aww.
Don't fuck around with that layover stuff. It's stupid. It's garbage. And if you ever get laid over in Atlanta, Georgia, you know exactly what we're talking about because it's the world's biggest damn airport. And it takes an hour to get from one side to the other.
It's technically 6 days. I'm pretty sure the time changes when you're in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's like a 3-hour time lapse, and you just don't even.
I don't know
if you have less than an hour, and let's say you walk at an average pace, and you have less than an hour, let's say 45 minutes to get from your connecting flight, dropped off, connect to the other flight to leave. You have 5 minutes to go to take a piss, and you're fast walking the rest of the fucking way. If you stop to take a piss and you have less than an hour, you might be late. Yeah. Just saying.
As we were.
We almost got left.
That's the thing. They were doing construction on it, so I wonder if it was like, it took us around a longer way. So I wonder what it's like now. But it was still long as fuck because you got to go all the way down through the walkway, and then you got to get on the train, and then you got to go to the other side of the fucking airport to departures, and then you got to go back up the stairs. And then, like, loop around. And then where we were, because we flew Delta, and Delta is always the last fucking gate. So you gotta walk a half a mile to get to the last fucking gate. That's how it was. That's what Delta is. They're the last gate. Allegiant, it's the first one. Why? Because it's a fucking A.
Yeah. No, honestly, like, if you're in Atlanta Airport, and people that have been there know what we're talking about, when you get off the plane, if you look to, I can't remember which side it is, but if you look both sides of the windows, if you have windows, you can see your connecting flight is on the other side, and it's like a mile away.
Yeah.
And you have to walk down to the fucking basement and then catch a fucking automated train.
I mean, that's what we do. We fly Allegiant, and they always have direct. So we get direct flights or whatever. And like they always have like the first or second gate. They're always at like the first or second gate, so we can just like zip in, zip out.
Yeah.
That's how it always is. And like Delta is like, we flew Delta that one time, and it was a bitch because you have to walk bumfuck Egypt all the way down, past all the fucking cars and shit.
We flew Delta to Cancun, and we have flown Allegiant when we go south. Just in the United States, you can't go. They only fly in the United States. They don't go anywhere else. Mm-mm. But if you're in the United States and your airport takes Allegiant flights, fly them. Honestly, we've had nothing but great experiences with Allegiant. And there was that 60 Minutes thing that came out a couple years ago. That's fucking horse shit. That's stupid. That was back in the 90s or like early 2000s when they were kind of trash, and now they've got all new fucking planes.
It was 20 years ago.
No, really though. Honestly, like it was a 60 Minutes. It was like, these planes aren't safe. I'm like,
is any plane safe?
Fuck no.
All right.
Fuck no. It's a titanium tube in the sky. Or are they aluminum? Are they titanium or aluminum?
Space age.
Space age aluminum. But anyway, yeah, if you can get direct,
I don't know, that's
get
Jeff
a direct
Bezos.
flight. Huh?
That's Jeff Bezos.
Why?
Because he went
That
to the
bastard
fucking
would
moon in
know.
a giant cock-looking spaceship.
Fucking pecker.
Did he go to the moon? Or?
He went to the moon. He's going to the fucking
Well, he didn't go to the
moon.
moon. He went to the space.
Oh.
He went to outer space.
Yeah.
He orbited the space.
He orbited the space.
He's gonna be selling moon rocks for like $300.
He didn't go to the fucking moon. He just went to space.
He's gonna be selling space rocks.
He
for
left
like
the
$300.
atmosphere.
He's like, he's like that anime girl that created OnlyFans. What's her fucking name?
Huh?
She sells like containers of bath water for like $100.
And she's animated?
No, she dresses up in anime like costumes and shit.
Cosplay.
That's just fucking, that Japanese fucking cult. That's what they did. What was it? The Wu Sha Wa Mama? Whatever they were. I was gonna say Wu-Tang Clan, but that's not Japanese.
No.
Anyway, she...
Shinrikyo. That's who they were. That dude put like lemon or orange peels and fucking alcohol with bath water and sold it for like $400.
Well, there's this girl, she's an influencer.
Kim Stokely?
No, so she's an influencer, and she sells like her bathwater and shit for like $100, and but that's like the same shit. You know what I mean? It's just
People buy it though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
People
what
buy it.
I was telling a girl at work to start an OnlyFans because she has like little baby feet. And
I keep trying to tell Cheyenne to start
baby
one.
feet.
Yeah.
I don't know, I
Go to the
took my
Dollar
time
Tree
off
and
all
buy
the
some
time.
socks and then wear them and then sell your socks for like $20 a pop.
Damn, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, dude. Like, if
I
they
don't
want you to be
know.
like, step on a blueberry.
You know what?
And they'll give you like $1,000.
No, that's a high price.
Fucking manage my account and I'll just do this shit and I'll split it with you and you can have like 20%.
Okay.
You're gonna wait.
I want 35.
Wait, you're gonna split it and then you're gonna give me an extra 20%?
No. Like you get 20%.
She's-
Okay,
split it
well,
with
what's
you.
your level? What's your level of like freaky shit? What are you gonna go
I'll
to?
sell my dirty underwear.
Or what about like? Are you gonna do like live shows where you're nude?
No.
No. You can do
Maybe all
lingerie
of it.
though. A lot of people.
Why? I don't even use it. I'm gonna throw it in the trash.
Well, I was watching.
That's why you sell it.
I follow.
That's what
All
we're
right,
saying.
new manager.
You sell it all.
Well, listen.
And then
though.
people send you like outfits like they want you
I
to
know.
wear like a military outfit or something
right.
like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I was watching.
You gonna have to make it big.
I was watching this Lad Bible. Lad Bible does some really cool shit on Snapchat where they actually interview people that have done certain things. Like they interviewed the owner of Gymshark. They interviewed this girl who used to do something, and I think she used to be a waitress, or she used to work for something, like have a regular day job. And then she always did a little bit of modeling, like in high school and college. And then she just all of a sudden like started this OnlyFans, and now she made her first $1 million.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
They're like, I've only been on for 5
She-
hours and I made $500,000 fucking dollars.
Right. She's really pretty. She's blonde.
I'd say she's
I can't remember her name, but like she was having dinner with her mom, and her mom fully supports it. Like
Why wouldn't you?
She
Gotta
doesn't
make
do,
money.
and she said she does. Like you set your own rules. Like if you don't want to do nudity, you don't have to do nudity.
No.
And like her client sent her this like really nice set of lingerie. And it was like she said it cost like $300 or $400 for this like set of lingerie, and she just did a private photo shoot, basically
that
in her
client.
apartment, basically in her house, with wearing this lingerie, and sends it to him, sends him videos, and then sends him like pictures, and she made like $2,000 fucking dollars,
Yeah.
just off of that.
That's what I don't get. Like, people are just like, well, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm like, hey, sex sells. It always has. It's easy money because there's fucking weirdos out there that will pay for it. There's rich weirdos.
Rich weirdos everywhere.
There's rich weirdos everywhere.
That Gainer Bull dude was eating a tub of cream cheese pie filling.
fucking Ukraine chicken fucker. He does it. I'm pretty sure he has an OnlyFans. I guarantee it. He has an OnlyFans.
No, it's called a frying pan.
Watch me fuck my chicken. And then he's like, I'm interchanging the navel. And he just like, and then just
Watch me
pops a cock on it.
Watch me pet my Swiss Army chicken.
Yeah. He's like, we're doing the dance today. And he just like takes a little nub and is just like, yeah.
Slinging them around.
I told people at work about that. They fucking lost their minds. I sent him in like a news story about it.
It was fucking creepy.
I know. I was like, I sent pictures of him from Google or whatever, and like he has like the little baby toe nipples or whatever. I was like,
The jelly
I was
Little baby.
I sent him a picture and I was like, I said it creeps me out more. I was like, his baby toe nipples. Like, he could fuck this chicken woman. I was like, but his nipples are fucking scary.
Oh my gosh.
He needs to watch out for those things. He'll pop his girlfriend.
Oh my
He probably will.
He's like, See, her belly button can do many things.
Can you imagine though? Like he takes the chicken off and like gets one of them blow up dinosaur things, and now it's a bottom half of a dinosaur.
That'd
like,
be cool.
Like them blow up dinosaur
That'd be fucking
costumes or whatever.
What if he just turns it into what is that mythical creature that's
Centaur?
No, it's the same thing, but it's the lion.
Well, it's not the same thing.
It's the lion griffin. Like he turns it into the fucking griffin, so he like gets one of those blow up fucking alien costumes, and then like the legs are alien, the middle half is like the fucking chicken, and then the top half is like a penguin or some shit, and it's like a person head.
I feel like you could just like lop off because the bottom half is blow up, so I feel like you just chop it off, and then you could sew it. Like they make those stuffed like animals that are like really sturdy, like lifelike type of shit, and just get one of them and just fucking.
What do you got that's super sturdy? I'm talking about, I need some steel in this motherfucker.
But it's kind of like snap-on tools. Like he just like, chick, and then snaps it on like to an ostrich. And
Oh
like,
my God.
And then snaps it onto
Have you seen the video?
A leopard.
Have you seen the video of the guy that his job is to fill up stuffed animals with the stuffing or whatever?
Yeah, that's fucking creepy
Have
as
you
hell.
seen that?
No, but I want to.
No, it's fucking weird.
It's
he
fucking
just takes
weird.
like this bag of like a fox and just like shoves a tube up its ass.
Oh, like Build-A-Bear?
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of, but it's like the big animals, and
Yeah.
then the video
Fucking show
ends.
me.
The video ends with this guy. Like points to his dog. I think it's a corgi or something.
Oh,
He's like,
God.
"Come here, buddy," and the dog runs away.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of like the little people ones. Have you seen them?
What do they
The
do?
little people ones where they make fun of them. You haven't?
No.
Where they have a little
I
person.
saw a little
Oh,
person.
And he gets ready to jump in a pool,
Yeah.
and it's just a baby doll drops in the pool.
Oh, shit.
And there was another one where the little person's like, what would you do if I like tried to steal your car? And
And
you
it's
open
like
the door.
the two little, action figures, and they go, pow!
Yeah, kicks him out the door and then drives away. Yeah, them are funny.
Looking for a video of it.
What?
Like how they fill them up, like how they fill up the
Animal
stuffed animals.
stuffing.
It's a bunch of like DIY. I want to see the dude in the factory. Is this it?
No, what'd you type in?
Filling up stuffed animals.
No, just that's fucking weird.
Why would I mean?
That
That's
sounds
what it
fun.
is.
Stuffed animal production. I don't know.
Stuffed animal production, dude.
Stuffed animal factory.
Stuffed Animal Productions. That's our new production company name.
Stuffed animal productions.
Oh, good.
That could be your OnlyFans. Stuffed animal productions.
Animal Productions.
LLC, bitch. Right there.
Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's a donation to the police department.
We're donating
this
stuffed
one.
animals. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something cool.
Oh, they're creating stuffed animals.
Oh, they're actually just drawing them. That's
That's cool.
Dumb as fuck.
Oh, it's like a 3D printer.
They're cutting out the material and shit.
Right.
Oh, God. What is that? What are they putting in its head? The eyeballs.
Oh, I was
yeah.
like, it's a chip.
There it is. There it is.
Except these are like massive.
That's weird.
Come on. Stuff that fucking thing.
Stuffing it in the hand.
Oh, it didn't show it.
Yeah, because it's fucking gruesome as shit.
This one guy, the video is a guy, he's stuffing like a big life-size dog, and he just shoves his ass in there and it goes,
But then at the end, he like, to get it in there, he just goes, ringer, ringer.
like you're making sausage, you put the skin.
Honestly,
That's exactly what it is.
Put the
It's like,
skin over the fucking thing.
it's like a floof sausage is what
It sounds
is.
like it was either like a Reddit story or something on Facebook where this lady she got a suction cup dildo. She lives with her mom, and she put it on the back of the door while
a
she's
suction cup what?
dildo.
Dildo.
But anyway, she's put it on the back of the door and she's using it, and her mom comes in. Well, her mom opens the door and it like rams her in the butthole or some shit. She freaks out. Her mom freaks out.
That reminds me of that
That's
scene.
funny.
That reminds me of that scene from Mindhunter when it's showing the BTK killer and he's like doing the weird shit after. Have you seen Mindhunter?
No.
Bro, you need to fucking watch it. You need to watch it too. You tried, but I think you got.
Honestly, serial killer.
Yeah, I think
stuff
you were
just
still.
isn't
I
that-
think you were still in school though, and you had to do homework and stuff, so we didn't
Yeah.
really get to do it.
But I'm graduated now, and we've almost finished the entire second season of Outer Banks. Boom.
Anyway, so that reminds me of like if you've seen Stranger Things, Mindhunter.
You've seen Stranger Things.
You think
Why
Stranger?
not?
Remember that scene? Remember that scene when the BTK killer's in Stranger Things? Wait, he was dressed up like one of the monsters. Of
Correct. Fun fact, BTK started out as a monster in the laboratory.
Sure did.
But no, that reminds me when he starts doing weird shit in his house and he has to do it when his wife's not home and he's like jerking it while he's strangling himself on the fucking door. Like he tied a rope to the doorknob of the bathroom, but the bathroom opens up from the outside so it swings in and his wife comes home and the door's like shaking and shit because he's like going to town trying to shoot some ropes. And she opens the door and he like falls over and he's got like he's just in underwear and he's wearing one of her blouses and he's got a weird fucking like woman mask on and wearing scarves and all kinds of weird shit. He's like, no, honey, because back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, you'd be like, I was just fooling around.
He's just having fun.
Yeah, like if you were an in the closet like gay person, you'd be like, oh, it's just fooling around. Boys will be boys. You know, people just brushed it off.
Yeah.
He's like, I was just joking.
I think they still
This
do
isn't real. I'm getting ready for Halloween.
I'm trying out my Halloween present.
Oh my god. Who gives presents for Halloween?
Merry Halloween.
Merry Halloween, bitch.
I mean, I get myself Halloween presents, but...
What do you get yourself for Halloween?
New coffee cup, new Halloween socks, some candy corn.
That's not a present. They're just
It
there.
is to myself.
That's just shit that you
If
buy.
I buy it and I wait until Halloween, I'm like, oh, I got me a little present.
Okay, what's up, little brother?
Because, you know, somebody's piece of shit done giving me a present.
Sorry, I didn't know we do presents for every holiday.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's April Fool's Day. Where's my April Fool's Day gift?
Yeah, you told me my fucking cat ran away. What a gift.
You didn't even believe me.
Yes, I did. I cried at fucking work. In the hallway. You fucking piece of shit. And you know that. Asshole.
What is it worse for the dog or the cat to run away? I was gonna say that the dog ran
will
away.
come away. The dog will come back. Where is she gonna go? She doesn't even leave like 2 feet.
She has a new tag with a number on it.
Back then we were living not in like a neighborhood. It was like right by the main road. So she could have got hit by a car.
She'll go out, lay in the grass, sit at the door. Hee.
No, she won't. If I stuck her outside, you don't think she'd run away?
No, not the dog.
I think she'd go over and shit and come back.
All right, well, we're experimenting after the podcast. We'll see what she does.
We gotta go get Verna for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, we're...
And some salsa.
And some salt. Hey, our Sunday plans, cat and salsa.
And I got my hair done this morning. That's what we did first thing this morning. Nobody even noticed. I meant noticed.
Nobody even noticed.
No,
we're not going to notice your hair. Sorry, you're podcasting with two guys.
It took 2.5 hours, and you were there.
I mean,
you waited 2.5 hours for
it
her
looks
to
the
get her hair.
same. I'm not doing anything.
And he had a fun time talking to my hair lady.
It looks the same to me.
Well, because you're a piece of shit.
Did you not notice her hair?
I didn't pay attention.
Men doesn't notice anything. I notice every time somebody at work gets a haircut, but I'm also a woman.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Lady.
You pay attention.
Half
Yeah,
the
a
time,
woman and a lady are the same thing.
Am I a woman? Who knows? I've got really wonky boobs and one's 2 sizes bigger than the other.
Yeah, that's one thing. She was getting her haircut and she was looking in the mirror and she was like, why didn't
I
somebody
was
tell
looking
me?
down. It's tilted like this. The little cover they put over you so you don't get hair down your shirt. It's tilted like this. I'm like, yeah, damn, that's a big titty.
She goes, why didn't somebody tell me my tits look all fucking cattywampus?
It did. One sticks out like this far, and then the other one's back here. The other one got a fucking 2-minute head start.
2-minute head start.
One's just saggier than the other. Not a big deal.
Well, no, they sit in the same spot, I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just getting an aerial view.
I'm not a boob judge.
An areola view.
Aerial view? No, I can't see my aerial.
One's affected by gravity more.
One's affected. They're both affected
Right.
by gravity. They're both affected by
Jeff
gravity.
Bezos tried to take one with him. That's the one.
That's why he's way out here. Bring it back. Bring back my titty, Jeff.
I need something to put my toiletries in.
Hold my monies.
Right.
Hold my monies.
What are we talking about? Oh, okay. We're talking about the dildos and shit or whatever. I saw somebody posted a picture. It was like some on Facebook. You know how everybody's like, tag whoever's collection this is, and I think it was like an airport or something, and it had just like a dildo collection. And they were just like laid all out, and they were like all different colors and like had tentacles and shit. And like one looked like Barbie doll legs, and just like a Barbie doll legs and like a base. And I was like, how the fuck are you using that? I was like, it was one for one hole, one for the other hole.
It's like a puppet. When I press a button, it sits there and walks.
It was like a V, and then like a base.
Oh.
No, it goes like this. It walks.
That's what it looked like.
One for the kitchen, one for the video hall.
I guess, but like there was a bunch of them in there, and I was like, I don't know.
No, I press a button and it starts to walk and it sings the song "These Boots."
Fun fact, if you bring your fucking dildos through airport security, sometimes they won't even open your fucking suitcase.
Why'd you bring your dildo?
Yes, I did.
Why'd you bring your dildo?
Huh? To see what they do. I wanted to see them open it.
You brought your dildo to see what they do?
Yeah.
Where'd you bring it? On the cruise?
Huh? Yeah. Well, we went through the airport first because we were going to New Orleans for the weekend.
What are you going to need it for?
Nothing. I just wanted to see what they would do if they opened it. And they didn't even open it. They probably saw it on the screen.
You had to tape it to like a bottle of water.
They don't always open every single one.
Well, I wish they would have opened it.
They've opened mine. So Customs opened mine one time. Just one time on the way back from Florida the last time we were there. And it was because it was my my like gym bag that I bring with me. That's my carry-on gym bag. And I just keep like my phone charger and like medication and like toiletries and stuff like that in there. Well, I use that to hold my hot sauces, but they were all under the flying limit. It's just I had like 20 bottles. So she took everything out and she's like, all right, looks good. So it took a minute because there was a bunch. But I put them in a big bag.
I remember that when we were leaving, that one lady was pissed because she paid like $13 or $14 for like a bottle of like vanilla extract or something in Mexico, but it was over the limit and they just threw it away.
Really?
Yeah, she was pissed.
Couldn't she not just check her bag?
No, I don't know. You can, but... And then this one dude had a gym bag just of like protein powder and pre-workout and like all this shit.
Really?
And none of it had labels on it. They were just white fucking...
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He was behind me.
Really?
Yeah. And
I don't remember
they
that.
made him open his bag and he's
when
like...
we were coming back from Mexico?
Yeah. He's like, this is protein powder, this is pre-workout, blah, 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 blah. But like some of them had labels on them and some of them were just fucking white tubs. I was like, you can't like put them in baggies or...
Bring the dogs.
I guess baggies would be a little bit weird, but
that's not.
That's a little I feel like that's a little less or a little more suspicious. But yeah, he had one bag full of shit.
I think you can honestly go without if you're okay. Depending on
how long you're there, like get a smaller jar.
Well, also if you're at an all-inclusive resort, you can eat 24/7. Like just go and get your fucking protein or whatever. I think you can do without your pre-workout
for a fucking check bag.
Right, I think you could do without your pre-workout for a week. I think you'll be okay.
That was his check bag, though. It was just a duffel bag full of like protein powder and pre-workout and shit.
Right, which the one thing about the check bag is that is more crucial than, the carry-on bag is more crucial than the check bag because
check bag's under the plane.
Yeah, check bag's under the plane. The carry-on bag's on the fucking plane, in the fucking plane with everybody else. So it's just like. Cocaine! Woo!
Milk, eggs, cocaine?
Mocha flavored.
Yeah, but then you get past the fucking security in Mexico and it's just like cartons of cigarettes, bottles of booze.
But then we were also coming back from Mexico and we got to customs in Indiana and there was like 12 or 13 people.
Holy shit.
And I can't remember where they're coming from. But there was like 12 or 13 people, and they all got dragged into that room.
See, I don't remember coming back to Indiana. I don't remember that part.
I don't know, but there's what customs looks like in Indianapolis airport. It's like multiple lines, and then the rooms over here with like the stained glass or the frosted glass or whatever. And
what is it? Something pane. Double pane
frosted glass or whatever. You can't see in it. Anyway, but there was like 12 or 13 people. It was a whole line of people in a row. And they just like...
mirrored glass. That's what it is.
And they just like escorted all of them to this one room. And I was like, oh shit, I bet that's not good.
I bet that's not good. What was your first fucking clue?
It's probably just a random...
But it's subtle though. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, just come this way. But it's like a whole fucking line of people.
Right. Well, I got nervous at one time we got off the cruise, and that guy was like, do you have anything to declare? And I was like, no. And he's like...
I am a homosexual!
And I was like, no. And he's like, You don't have anything to declare. And I was like, no. And he's like, you didn't bring anything back with you. And that's what that means. It's like, if you brought something with you, do you have anything to declare?
What'd you bring back?
I didn't bring back shit. I was like, what did I buy? I bought like a t-shirt or something like that for Mom. That's all I bought. Yeah. But you had like some hot sauce and some other shit.
Yeah.
But that's what that means, is if you have anything to declare, that they want you to tell them what you brought back.
Yeah.
Do you want to declare? Oh, no, thanks. I'm
Do you want to declare? No, Long John.
They need to just be like, did you bring anything back?
But that's just what they have to say. Do you have anything to declare? They want to know what you brought back.
Right. And then I think the scariest
part... But I technically didn't bring anything back.
Right. I think the scariest part of the cruise ship itself, was you have to go down to a certain level to get onto...
The scariest part of the cruise ship is the people.
Right.
I think it's that little bridge that everybody's got to walk on.
No, not so much.
Yeah, because I had some...
Remember, we
had some big women in front of me, and that bridge was fucking shaking.
Well, let me tell you...
I'm pretty sure you stole our story, because that happened to us.
So
The big bitches love cruises. I think that's what it is.
But so my perspective is...
They were taking pictures.
I think the scariest part of the cruise ship was when we were going down and you're going to a port and you're getting off the boat. You go down to the fucking basement where the Titanic people all died, and it's dark and it's only artificial light. And once you get down to like the infirmary part of it, which is below the fucking water, because you're getting out, well, it's just above the water actually, it's not below it. But like the infirmary, which is like, that's why they say if you're not like dying, don't go to the fucking infirmary, because you have to stay there the whole goddamn time.
It's hot down there too.
Dining hall's just a little above sea level, isn't it? Because
no, the dining hall's in the middle.
Oh, well, see, ours was on one end of the ship.
Ours was above that, because right outside was... Yeah. It was outside.
You're at the top.
Well, no, the fancy dining part, I don't know.
The fancy dining part's like mid-level.
I think there was 2 levels above our dining. And
okay, but we had that, the fancy dining night or whatever, where you get to dress up or what have you. Yeah. I was already drunk, and we were waiting on a hurricane to come in, and you feel the boat just, whoa! And you see the water go up over the windows and then back down.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys experienced
You were on the lower levels, though.
No, we had great weather the whole fucking time. It didn't even rain.
Well, that's where we had to walk down. We had a balcony in our room.
Yeah.
We just didn't.
Yeah, it didn't even rain when we were on our cruise.
Oh, we had a hurricane coming.
But basically, yeah, the infirmary, that's why they say if you're not dying, don't fucking tell them you're sick. Yeah. Don't tell them you're sick, because one, you got to go to that fucking infirmary and stay there.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, and pre-COVID too, and you got to stay there until like you get better, basically, because they'll quarantine your ass if they think you got some kind of fucking weird fever from another country.
Jungle fever.
Yeah, from another country, basically. But the infirmary was fucking scary.
That's an actual.
Jungle fever might be a real fever.
I don't think that's an actual disease. I think it's more of a sexual. Like, satisfaction from...
I don't know.
From a different ethnicity is how I understand what it is. It's also a movie.
Oh, gosh.
That is a movie. That's weird.
Wow.
1991. Go check out Jungle Fever.
I'm good.
But anyway,
whatever say Jungle Fever, say yeah.
Oh, God, don't... The Urban Dictionary.
It's more like the whole... Mataba? Who's Mataba?
It's a virus called Motaba, which causes a deadly fever, is discovered in an African jungle. Wait, what? In 1967. Okay, so in 1967...
That's not what she's talking
about. To keep the virus a secret, U.S. Army forces Donald McClintock and Billy Ford destroy the camp where soldiers were infected.
Kill everyone. It's the jungle fever.
Oh, it's the plot from Outbreak. It's the plot from the movie Outbreak. I was reading the plot from the movie fucking Outbreak. Yellow fever.
Yellow fever, also known as jungle fever.
Get going to what we were talking about. Get off this fucking bullshit.
But anyway, yeah, the infirmary was fucking scary. Was probably the scariest part of the
I don't even know what you're talking about the infirmary. I'd never
It was the last thing, so when on our boat, on Carnival, it was the last thing you came to before you walked outside. Down there where it was all like metal walls and shit, there was a door that had a red cross on it with a circle around it, and that was the fucking infirmary. If you get sick, you had to go all the way the fuck down there. That's like the hospital part of it.
As far down as I went, I think, was to do the mustard drill.
It's muster, not mustard.
Well, fuck me.
I had to do the condiment drill, but no, and then I remember because my passport is like super uber fat me, and when we got off the boat, he basically scanned my passport and then looked at me, and then he looked again, and then he looked down and did a double take, and he goes, "Come back." I was like, okay. And he goes, "Let me take a picture for you." He goes, I was like, all right. So he took a picture of me, which he said, fuck the passport picture because that doesn't work. So he took my picture so I wouldn't get like in trouble the whole rest of the fucking cruise because the picture does not look like me.
Well, that's nice of me.
He almost didn't let me off because he almost didn't let me off because it does not fucking look like me at all.
Yeah.
And he took another picture that would like be my cruise picture basically.
So can you basically just use your what's the driving card? Your license
driver's
now?
license? What do you mean? Travel?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No.
What the fuck does the star do for you then?
It means you are a verified citizen of the United States.
What the fuck's that got to do with
That means
traveling?
it means you can fly international.
It means you can fly international.
Well, yeah.
It means you went through the whole rigmarole of background check and everything.
What the
Yeah.
fuck had to
If you
bring
didn't
that?
have a, if you didn't have a,
it means you have been verified.
You've been verified
multiple times
as a U.S.
through
citizen.
multiple background checks as a U.S. citizen and not a terrorist.
Well,
That's
I didn't even
essentially
know how
what it
background
is.
check-
If you don't have a star on your ID, you can't fly international anymore.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's saying it's basically the regulations that they need to make for guns. Pretty much. Pretty much. Like wait 2 weeks or whatever. Do all this background check and shit.
That's like mom got it and she's like, I don't think I'll ever fly international, but I just want to do it anyway. And I was like, all right.
You have to have it though. Like everybody's
That's what I
getting
heard.
everybody's getting updated.
Well,
to
that's
get it,
like
though.
I had
Well,
to
eventually your shit will expire in 5 years and you'll have to get one either way.
Yeah.
See, mine. That's what mine did. Mine expired, and I just wanted to renew my license, and that's what they gave me.
Are you still up and down?
Up and down.
Or are you sideways now?
I'm sideways now.
Oh.
I don't know why I was up and down anyway, because mine took longer to. My sister's expired before mine did, and she got hers before me, and mine was still up and down.
If you just renew it and they use the same picture, it'll still be up and down.
They had to retake.
You have
my
to
picture.
go back and
Vertical.
get a new picture.
Let's say vertical. Up and
What's
down.
wrong with up and down, bitch?
Up and down and side to side.
Well, it's side to side now, but she and I took my my what is the eyeball test without my glasses on, and I missed like 4, like I couldn't see 4 of the fucking letters, and she goes, "Oh, are you gonna finish the line?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am. Just give me a second." And I'm like,
Why did you put your
see,
glasses on?
huh? Because if you do it, I thought if you do it with your glasses on, you have to wear your glasses all the time.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of part of it.
Well, anyway,
Nobody's gonna be like, "You've got glasses on in this picture. You're going to jail."
Don't you wear glasses all the time anyway?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
well, what if I forget one time? Anyway, I finished the fucking row.
Don't get pulled over.
And I went and I took my picture, and she goes, "Oh, did you need your glasses to see?" "No, I'm good." "Are you sure you don't have any restrictions?" "Yeah, I'm sure."
You have a vision restriction.
And she goes, "Okay."
You have a vision restriction.
Bitch, I don't have any restrictions according to my license.
You just beat the BMV.
I beat the system.
Did you have one on your old license?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I beat the system. The lady goes, "If you wear your glasses in your
No,
picture."
you beat Janet at the BMV.
She was a trainee.
What if you just put your
She
glasses
was a
on?
trainee.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you don't have any vision impairment? Because you said Q and this is a 4.
That's probably what happened.
It was like, ask me to read something on the wall. What's that saying?
What's this guy's name? Jim.
Jim. It was like, she's right. My name's Jim.
Ooh, give me my license.
Give me my license.
Everybody
bitch.
knows a Jim.
Gotcha, fucker.
I'm telepathic. Give me my license.
Anyway, we were talking about scary shit. Because we were behind some big ladies too, and they were going on a cruise. And there's that bridge to where you cross.
And it sways. It fucking sways.
This one wasn't swaying, but there was 3 of them, and they were taking pictures.
2. There was 2.
2, and they were like, they took a picture of like them getting ready to get on the
You
boat.
forgot the whole build-up. We told the story once or twice before, I think. The build-up to that story is...
It took forever.
We dropped our bag... We just carried our bags with us because we didn't want them to get... we dropped our bags off.
We dropped our bags off.
We
and then
kept
I
our
got fucking
carry-on.
lost for 6 hours.
I kept my carry-on gym bag, and I think I took anything you wanted out and carried it with me, too.
Mm-hmm.
And... you have to walk up the steep fucking concrete ramp to get up there.
Oh, this isn't concrete. It's like the little rickety.
No,
Ours was
this is
concrete.
the buildup. This is the
Yeah.
buildup. This
Okay.
is it's a basically an elevated ramp staircase thing that you have to take up to get to the ramp that goes across the water. So halfway up, there were these two girls in front of us, and they were bigger. Yeah,
They're not girls. They were
ladies.
ladies.
There were two ladies that were bigger.
Ladies.
They were bigger in stature, but they were decided to walk side by side and took up the whole way. And instead of being rude and walking through them or around them because we couldn't, we just waited. But unfortunately, the 200 people behind us also waited.
It was like having 4 Oprahs in front of you, but there was only 2.
4 Oprahs in front of. Oprah's not that big.
She goes back and forth.
Oprah might be my size.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But so when we get to the ramp, everybody's behind us, and we're just waiting.
How much does Oprah weigh?
Who cares?
Who cares?
I care.
So basically, when we get to the actual ramp to cross, everybody's waiting, and they stop in the middle of the ramp, and Ryan starts to walk across.
Not the ramp. The bridge.
Yeah, the bridge. Sorry. They stop in the middle of the bridge.
Piece of metal.
They stop in the middle of the bridge, and Ryan goes to cross, and I grab his shirt and pull him back, and I go, give it a minute.
I was like, you're smart.
Because they stopped to take a picture, and everybody goes,
Because if you look down, it's like a 200-foot drop.
yeah, and everybody's kind of waiting, and I could hear people kind of chuckling, and I was like, just give it a minute. Like, because they're stopping to take a picture, I was like, just wait till they get almost all the way across. That way we know if it breaks, it's going to break in the middle, and you can run back,
Right.
and, like, I'll grab you.
And they were like, thank you, because they took their picture and we waited and shit. And I was like, we were like, man, we were waiting for your picture. We were just going to see if the bridge broke.
And then we went straight to the bar and got shit-faced drunk in 4 hours and fell asleep during the muster drill.
I did, and then like we took off, and then I got like almost seasick.
Yeah,
Like you ran over to the window and was watching it, and all I could see was the water go like up to the top of the window.
You're not
Then
supposed to get if you get mesmerized by the water, that's when you get
I was just
sick.
looking at it, and then I could feel myself sitting in the bar stool going.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
you
fun
want to.
doing that.
That's what you want to avoid.
Not me.
But the one thing that gets you is if you're hungover and you wake up first thing in the morning, then you feel it. Just,
See, that didn't bother me. I was drunk as fuck, in a dress, in heels, and the boat was rocking back and forth, and I'm going,
Why are you wearing heels?
huh? It's the formal dinner night.
There was dudes in fucking dirty ass t-shirts in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Like we wore jeans and fucking like polos.
Nice t-shirts.
Yeah, and like these people are in there like, and I swear to God that like that one. You remember the dude that was sitting beside me? It was like him and 2 of his friends.
That bratty fucking
And the-
piece of shit.
Right, and then
Yeah.
the old lady. And I swear to God, he was dating that old lady.
No, it was her grandson, and that kid had been on.
Fuck you, no it wasn't. You don't sit beside somebody and like scratch their back. She was scratching his fucking back.
Hold on now.
all goddamn night.
Here's the situation.
Yeah, because he's gonna scratch.
That
her
was his
later.
grandma. That was his grandma.
No, it's fucking not.
No, let me tell you.
It was not his grandma.
Here's what I gathered from it. You hate that.
I
though.
do.
So that was his grandma. He was probably 16, 17, 18.
Right.
And he brought his friend.
Which
on the
one,
cruise.
bitch?
Well, listen, both of them were.
I think they were 21 because he got a beer.
Probably.
Yeah.
So they were like 21 years old, and he
Early
brought his
20s.
friend with him.
2 friends.
2 friends. That was his grandma, and they had never been on a cruise before. That was his grandma.
No, it wasn't.
And listen.
He fucking his grandma then.
Listen then. Just listen. Let me finish. He ordered like a snobby fucking piece of shit pig. Like he ordered like a piece of shit.
Well, that's the
And
thing.
he told them, he's like, you can get this, this, and this, and this. Like he knew what he was talking about because she had taken him on cruises for like the past 10 fucking years. So he knew how, stop. So he knew how it worked. And he was being a snobby piece of shit bitch is what he was being. He was being an asshole. And that's what I gathered from that. And that was his fucking grandma who'd been taking the cruises for like the past 10 years.
What fucking grandma rubs her grandson's back?
I don't think it's the grandma. I think that is a sugar mama, and the rest of them are sugar babies.
Probably.
I think that's how that.
I
I
think
don't think
the
they're having
other
a
2
three-way relationship.
the other
You
2
never fucking know.
No, the other 2 didn't
If
really
she's
know.
paying for your
This
shit.
dude was an expert sitting beside me. The other 2 were like just chilling.
They're new.
That was the first time we went to that thing because we didn't really know how it worked. And we get in there and he's like, "Oh, you can get whatever you want." And he's like, "You can get 2 of them if you want to." And
That's
I was like, "Oh, okay."
that's a ugly ass fucking sugar baby.
Well,
Oh yeah, he was disgusting. But like
She's
when you're
also,
sitting
like,
there, she's just
80.
like sitting there rubbing his back and scratching his back, and I was like, "What the actual fuck is going on right now?" And I was like, that's weird. I was like, "But no, he's not. It's not his grandma.
Burp included.
She's
in that
old.
Story.
She's old. They made like role play that it's
The
his
food,
grandma.
see, I will say
He
the
tapping
food,
that fucking wrinkled ass.
I do wish we would have went to that restaurant more, that dining experience more, because that was actually pretty cool. We didn't go to the fancy
It wasn't
one.
that bad either.
No, we didn't go to the fancy one where you had to pay extra for it, but we did go to that one which is free and included. And we ordered an appetizer each. We got 2 entrees because they're really small, actually. Mm-hmm. And we each got I think we got 2 desserts or 1 dessert. And it was grilled pineapple with like vanilla ice cream. It was fucking amazing. It was really fucking good.
That's where I tried duck for the first time in scallops was on the cruise ship. Because somebody said if you're going to try something new, that's the place to do it because it never tastes like shit.
That is not the place I would ever try something new.
I did, and it was fucking delicious.
Honestly, I've heard that before too. Yeah. I've heard people tell me if you're going to try something new, try it because it's free. Yeah. And if you don't like it, just
you can get something else.
Bitterman, don't take this away. Take it away. I don't want it. Give me something else. Yeah. Kudos to those people that are coming back from that fucking kitchen because they're running to the table and back to the kitchen and they have everything covered under trays or under these like food dish covers and they're running with like multiple fucking plates because everybody's like, I want 3 of these and 2 of these and 1 of those and give me 1 of your big ass margaritas. And they're like, coming, and they're fucking sprinting back and forth to get it.
Did you guys have the night where the people come and they dance like through the tables and stuff and they get up on the table and they dance?
We were shithouse drunk most of the time.
Well, me too.
We maxed out our drinks every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I just kept buying drinks.
But one thing I do...
Because you made the mistake.
So one thing is, we did, what was it? We did like the cocktail alchemy bar.
That was fucking fun.
See, that's like our kind of shit. And we were there every fucking night.
They play the piano?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
We were there every night. That came included, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were there every fucking night. As long as it was $10 or something like that, wasn't it?
What?
Or there were certain things we couldn't order, right?
It was anything you couldn't. You had to pay for it if it was like over $10.
Right. You know, they only had a couple. They only had like 1 or 2 though that were like that.
Yeah.
Everything else was like $9 or $10, but that was probably my favorite because we would just sit there and cut up with the guys.
Well, that's kind of like Mexico too, because like. They had like Jack Daniels and stuff at the bar in Mexico, but that was technically an import. You had to pay for it.
Yeah.
You had to pay for Jack Daniels in Mexico.
They did have really
they had
good
Mexican whiskey.
They did have really good Mexican whiskey.
Oh, yeah. They didn't give a fuck how much they put in there. You're like, hey, let me get a drink. And they're just like...
Because I said, how much is drop?
Because what it was, they just let that cocksucker pour.
Well, because I said, how much is that Jack Daniels? He's like, oh, you got to pay for that. I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah, that's an import, actually.
Yeah, they had
I was like, no shit. I was like, well, what can we get? He's like, everything else. He's like, everything on this shelf, which was like Grey Goose, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam. Like the average whiskeys. It wasn't nothing fucking like, it wasn't like Pappy Van Winkle or something.
No, Cody, that's imports.
I know, that's why it was one shelf that you had to pay for.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Pappy Van Winkle or some expensive shit. It was just average shit.
It was technically.
I'm like, if you really want to, like, get Jack Daniels, and you go right ahead. But let me just say, Jack Daniels was not that fucking good. I'm just saying. It's not. But they had really good Mexican whiskey. Yep. And they didn't have Kahlua. They had Kahlua up there too. But
it was just coffee liquor.
Yeah, it was just some kind of cool looking bottle of coffee liquor. And it was good. Like, everything there was awesome.
That's why they're in charge of drinks and music.
Mm-hmm. That's where I got to appreciate Modelo, because that was the first time I ever had a Modelo. And I was like, this is pretty fucking good, actually. Like,
did you do a plain Modelo, or did you do like the Modelo?
This was just standard Modelo, and then we had a Mexican brand that I can't remember what it was, but it had cerveza on it, and that's how we learned how to say beer. It's probably
a Tecate or whatever it is. Tecate.
No, I don't think that's what it was. It was something else. I couldn't pronounce the name, but they were actually really fucking good, and they're mainly lagers.
Yeah.
It's just a Mexican-style lager. And even breweries here in America that do Mexican-style lagers, which was El Chivo Loco from Feed Store. I like that one. That was really good. I've had a couple other ones that were really good. But honestly...
Their alcohol just in general in Mexico is good.
It is. I think it's kind of like the vibe. It's just like, I'm going to drink a Corona.
Good drinks, good sex, and a good time.
Did you fuck in Mexico?
Huh? None of your business.
Oh, did you though?
You didn't have sex with fucking anybody.
No. Thought about it.
With who?
Well, the cabin boys or something. It didn't matter at that point.
Come here, cabin boy.
Fix my toilet and then fuck me.
Bro.
Our shower did break on the fucking boat.
How'd it break?
It only poured out scalding hot fucking water that'll burn
Really?
your skin. Yes.
How'd they fix it?
Huh? They adjust the fucking temperature knob in there. Fucking asshole.
Was it inside your shower?
Like they have to do some kind of
Inside the wall?
Yeah.
Between the...
Yeah.
There was 3 toilets broken on our...
The serious... Okay.
our little
aisle. We've talked about this.
it was like every day there was a toilet.
So we've talked about this a few times.
We didn't sit down on the toilet.
So cruises...
We learned our lesson.
we talked about...
What'd you get from the toilet?
Huh?
What'd you get from the toilet?
We didn't sit down on the toilet.
Yeah, but what did you get from it?
What do you mean what we get from it?
You said I learned my lesson.
Yeah, because everybody was breaking them off the fucking wall.
Well, also...
I'm a fat piece of shit. You don't sit on the toilet that's mounted to a wall.
Well,
My
also,
legs are too short.
It has to be on the ground.
Well,
They were really high, though, too.
I was about to say, this is a regular toilet I can sit on and kick my legs.
well, also, here's the thing. One thing I learned, and we talked about this before, is... back to what we were saying about bigger people on the cruise. I think cruises are nice. Like, we had fun. Would I do it again? Maybe one other time. Maybe
If
one.
I did, it would have to be like,
Post-corona.
I don't know. What's the different? What's another? Not
What if you go to,
Carnival.
like, Norway?
I wouldn't do Carnival.
Oh, so I know-
Norwegian cruises?
Uh,
Isn't there, like, a Norwegian cruise or some kind
yeah,
of
it's
Viking?
Norwegian cruise line.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, I wouldn't do it again, and I would probably do it one other time. But I would want to go somewhere different, obviously, not just
Maybe like an
Yeah.
Alaskan cruise.
right. But the one thing is, I think cruises are more or less not shitting on people that like cruises, but kind of a
We're
lazy,
shitting on you.
kind of a late. I'm not shitting on the people. I'm shitting on like
The lazy man's vacation.
Like the-
it's
you
a
think
lazy
it's a-
man's
that-
vacation.
that you think it's a
lazy
good
person's vacation.
If you think a cruise is actually a good vacation,
I think the shows and stuff that they put on the cruise is pretty fun.
It takes a lot of coordination on a cruise
Yeah.
ship to do that stuff. But like the fact of it's like your go-to is like, I'm gonna get to eat and fucking drink all I want and I ain't gotta leave. That's like
You can do that on a fucking resort, too.
Yeah, you can do that on a resort too, but it's the thing of like there's a lot of big people on from our experiences with resorts and from our experiences with cruises. There's a lot more people that are overweight.
just think
on
if a cruise ship
cruises.
sank, like it would decrease like the obese population.
No, I think it would float. I don't think it would sink at all.
all the fat people keeps the boat afloat.
Big bitches is buoyant.
There's a lot of floaties on this ride, boys. No, honestly, I just think from what I've seen, there's a lot of heavier set people on cruises as opposed to resorts.
You
To
think
be
it's
honest,
just because we're American?
no, and I think it's the type of vacation.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out and fucking walk around. You don't have to leave the boat. You can eat 24 fucking
There's a lot of
7.
old people on cruises.
On resorts, you can't eat 24/7 unless you order room service. It might be all inclusive, but dining hours like into like 10. Cruises, you could go eat
All night long.
all night long, but also you got to think of cruises. All of the food is filled with preservatives and it's frozen
Well,
or
they've got to
whatever.
keep it
Right,
because they only have so much on the boat.
Exactly.
You got to keep it from going bad.
So that's one thing. 2, you can eat whatever the fuck you want, all you want.
Unlimited ice cream machine. That's my
Right,
favorite
but the
part.
difference is on a resort.
It was.
Difference is on a resort, you get to walk around, see the whole resort. The boat, you can walk through in like 15 minutes.
Oh no, we stopped and we did all this stuff except for the casino.
I think it's kind of like, if it's for you, fucking awesome. I had fun.
You know what would have been the good place to hang out though? The fucking library. Like they had that little ass corner library in our boat.
Yeah.
Nobody was ever in it.
I remember
And they
that.
had the nice fucking leather ass lazy
it
boys
was,
in
it
there.
was next to the casino, but I
It
don't
was
think
right
you,
before
I
the
don't
casino.
think you could take drinks in there though.
I don't think so.
I don't think you were allowed to take drinks.
But I don't think it had a library.
So ours had a library, and the next to the library there was nothing. They it didn't have anything in it, and our boat was a little older, but they had a library in there, and you could just hang
That's
out.
the thing. Our boat was so old though. Like I would want to take a smaller boat.
It was still the old school, like bright lights.
It was
America.
It was 90s Vegas.
Yeah,
Everything was
kinda
gold.
weird, though. Now we did go to the piano bar one time, and the guy was
fun.
practicing, and we sit there and watched him, and we like clapped for him after he got done with his song. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going on it. It'll be at like 7:00 tonight. He's like, you guys should come by. And I'm like,
That
oh,
was
cool.
what I like about the Alchemy bars because there was nobody back there.
See, there was
No, it's just
everybody in
weird.
ours, but our piano guy basically looked like fucking Pitbull.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I love
This
it.
guy was actually
We had so
really,
much fun with
This
him.
guy was actually really cool. And we just stumbled upon it and watched him practice. I was like, this is actually really nice.
See, on ours, like, unless it was like movie night, nobody was back in the movie theater. But the thing was, like, they had the adults pool and hot tub back there, and that was always fucking crowded. You couldn't do anything. All you see is just like these fat walrus-looking people in this hot tub.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
It smelled like fucking chlorine and ass.
Yeah, it did too. Like damp towels and fucking
Yum.
wrinkled hoochie.
Remember, we were looking for the gym one day. And it took us forever to find it.
Yeah, we found
the gym is like at the tippy fucking
very
top.
top.
Yeah, the very top.
We went up that way to walk a couple of times, and then the spa's up there.
But it was cool because they had the putt-putt golf course up there, too.
That was fun.
How the fuck do you play putt-putt when the wind is blowing 100 miles an hour?
We had golf balls just flying down to, like, the main deck.
Yeah.
Sorry!
That's the thing. You couldn't get on, like, the front of the boat because that was the like, the quiet place for the crew. So you couldn't get on it like Titanic and be like, stick your arms out and shit. You couldn't go down there because that was the quiet place for the crew.
I thought you were singing in the arms of an angel.
Jack, come back, Jack. What?
Newsflash, he sank.
Yeah.
Newsflash, that motherfucker died, and there was so much room on that damn door.
Room for two.
So much room on that door. Her big ass
off.
was like, I'm just gonna go fucking spread out a little bit.
Starfish.
They had sex, and he's like, the pussy ain't that great.
So long!
Davy Jones. Down to Davy Jones.
Yeah. Well, honestly, there was a lot of room on that fucking door. A lot of room on that door.
What if he just sank and then he like came around the other side and was like, boo bitch.
Gotcha!
I'm alive. The water's actually warm.
And he goes, I've been practicing my sinkability. I just hold
My sinkability.
I let all the air out of my lungs and I'm just like,
Poor Jack.
Oh my
Poor
gosh.
Jack.
Fucking.
That lady, that lady's been dead for a while now too. I think she died shortly after they made that movie.
What? Are you sure?
Rose? Yeah, she was like 80 something.
Nobody ever knew if it was her though.
The younger girl? The
Nobody
younger...
ever knew if it was her though. Nobody could.
She goes, wait, what if she never was on it? She's like, that's it. Well, actually, that's another necklace that was really prized. Oh, the heart of the ocean. I remember this.
Nobody ever knew it was her. That's kind of like
it's like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Are you talking about the old lady actress or the younger the girl?
That was the actual
version?
lady.
Oh, I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah,
I thought she was
that was
fake.
the thing is, like, nobody could ever verify. It's kind of like when like in Young Guns 2.
Nobody lived.
There was that one guy in like Oklahoma that was just like, yeah, I'm Billy the Kid, and then he tried to tell
That's
people.
impossible though, because Billy the Kid would be over 100 years old.
Huh?
That was in the 1800s. Billy the Kid, 1800s.
Yeah, but it was like in Young Guns 2, there was an actual guy. I forget his name, but anyway, like he tried to say that this was him or blah blah blah.
Well, that was also in the early 1900s too, though.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He could have been that age because it was in the early 1900s.
Just
when
fucking
Billy the Kid lived, it was 1800s.
Just Google it. Have you ever seen Young Guns 2?
Yes.
Do you know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay then. Jesus Christ. It wasn't that long ago, Cody.
It was 200 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
1878, bitch. That's almost 200 years ago.
Was when he died.
1881.
August 5th, 1878, when he was murdered.
Who?
Billy the Kid.
Supposedly murdered. He's an ugly fuck too.
I'm Billy the Kid. No,
Oh,
your fucking name's Emilio. Do you think it's what he actually looked like?
No.
He looks like somebody that could be a really good mime.
What?
Well.
He looks like he
Yeah.
could be a really good mime. He's just like, oh, what's he making? Oh, a box? Square? Cube? No?
It's a bunny rabbit.
Brushy Bill. That was his name.
Brushy Bill.
Yeah.
Bushy Bill.
That would have been better.
Maybe it is Bushy Bill. No, I think it's Brushy Bill. A Tale of Two Bills.
Comb stand.
The Tale of Two Bills.
Billy moved to Texas in 1883, blah, 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 blah. And they called him Brushy Bill. William Henry Roberts, but folks just called him Brushy Bill.
Why wouldn't you just
Because
call
if
it
you
Bill?
brushed with him, you were getting lice.
Probably. Fucking
Yeah.
crabs.
Anyway, whatever.
No, they were a whole different other species back then. They called them lobsters.
Lobsters. Oh god, they were probably bigger.
He's like, come at me, bitch.
I can't imagine the bush hair back in the day. Fuck.
Well, and then it's collecting sweat and grime. You only have bath day like once a month.
It's so sandy that you can grow watermelon.
But the thing is, like, everybody stank back then,
Do
so it
you
didn't
think
really
the
matter.
prostitutes have the better smelling coochie?
Nah.
I mean, they spray, like, fucking pond water and shit on them to get...
de coochie.
I need some rose oil for my lips.
I mean, that's about the... Nobody's gonna stick their face down there in the fucking 1800s. That's awful.
Yes, they will. That's how they
That's a
invented.
terrible
The
idea.
Cowboys invented two things: the peacemaker and eating out. They know how to do it.
I don't think anybody's eating
I don't think
that.
anybody ate anything besides meat back then. Not
Potatoes.
pussy meat either.
Bro, the Cowboys were going down on the prostitutes. all
No,
day.
I
you don't
don't.
fucking go down on a
Oh
prostitute.
yeah,
You don't
okay, you do.
Why
Two
would you
things
ever
don't
go
do.
down on a
You don't go
prostitute?
down on a prostitute, and you don't go down on a cowboy.
Why would you
There's
ever go down on a
just
prostitute?
grime.
They were
there.
they all stank.
Yeah, that's why
So?
nobody's going down on nobody.
Whatever.
Midwestern funk.
Midwestern funk.
God.
Now what are you doing?
When was oral sex invented?
You're a fucking idiot.
That's a
Oral
weird
sex
thing.
sometimes referred to
That lady's
as...
sucking an actual dick.
Well, yeah, what do you
What
it's
do
a
you think
picture.
she's doing? Sometimes referred to as oral intercourse is a sexual activity involving blah, 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 blah.
We all know what oral sex is, you idiot. I don't think
The history of blowjobs.
I don't think it has like an invented type of thing.
This is on Yahoo News. Yahoo is informed.
Ancient sexy times.
mainstreamed by The Godfather and Deep Throat.
Wow.
In 2000 what? Oh, that's the Egypt. Says somebody. Okay, so in the city of Pompeii, which was buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, archaeologists uncovered ancient baths decorated with erotic Pharisees reported The Independent in 2010, including depictions of oral sex. Dude, they 69ing right now.
Well, they're in Pompeii. They have bathhouses. You don't have a bathhouse in
Cody,
fucking...
cocksucking has been around since people...
The beginning of time.
Penises were invented.
Exactly. So how did the cowboys and the cowgirls not fucking...
They're not
It
sucking.
wasn't something pleasant to do.
They fucked
It's
horses
not
and shit
pleasant
back
to do
then.
now.
What?
They fucked horses and shit
They
back
fuck
then.
horses now.
That doesn't mean you're sticking your face in horse coochie.
Yes, it does.
No, you're just putting...
Would you
Western here.
Would you go down on a prostitute now?
Yeah, would you?
If you
No.
got one, would you go down on one?
Wait.
It's a yes or no question.
Midwest during the
Prostitute-
Dust
wait,
Bowl.
no.
If you went into the streets over here downtown and you saw a dirty prostitute and you're like, let me eat you out for $60,
That's different.
would you do
Would you
it
do
though?
it?
No. That's
All right.
Exactly.
Did you say $60?
I don't fucking know.
Who's gonna do that during the Dust Bowl?
Yeah.
It wasn't the Dust Bowl.
You're having
Yeah.
Cody.
Dust Bowl was in the
She just
1940s.
Same
back
thing.
then she fucked 6 guys before you got to her. Why would you go down on her? Why would you want to eat dick?
Well, it depends on what time of day it is. If it's 7
What
a.m.
the fuck?
If it's 7 a.m., that's the first one of the day.
It doesn't matter. She still didn't wash from the night before.
Yeah, she's going all night long,
Hey,
sir.
they got bath tokens.
Bullshit. It's like pulling a cold grilled cheese sandwich apart.
Ooh.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, probably.
Why would you ever want to go down on a prostitute?
If I was a dirty cowboy.
If it was your wife,
If you're
because
if
it's your
you're
wife.
a cowboy, you're still not going down on
You're still not going down on a prostitute. Maybe if you guys were married, if she wasn't a prostitute, she was just a good, wholesome girl, and then you guys were married.
After her bath once a month.
Yeah, and then you were married. Yeah, you both had a bath, and then you both went down on each other. That's cool, I guess. But like, you're not going down on a prostitute. Did people in Western times stink? Why? What the fuck are you?
Keep me clean in the dirty old West. Just how gross did everyone smell before we got indoor plumbing?
They didn't have wet wipes.
They should have.
Yes, Cody. People stank in the fucking West.
So
Sponge
bad
baths.
sponge baths. So
That's basically a hoe bath. You're just washing your cooter and your armpits.
They jumped in water and jumped back out.
Water that's probably collected a lot of feces.
Mm-hmm. A runoff.
So this says people washing in the 1880s. We read vague accounts of people who only bathe once a month, and you think how awful. The truth is, we don't take a soak in the tub every day either, but we do shower and wash our hands. My point is, it wasn't practical to have a large soak in the tub on a daily basis on the frontier. But that doesn't mean that people didn't wash at all.
They're still gonna smell.
Yeah.
Did cowboys wash?
I'm sure they did.
See, look, they're in a creek.
You know how much water probably runs off that hill?
Yeah.
They even had toothpaste.
Yeah, they've had toothpaste since 5000 BC, Cody.
Tooth powder.
Tooth powder, Dodge City Times, 1879. Ingredients: 2 ounce charcoal, 1 ounce Peruvian bark. Actually, this isn't that bad. I figured it'd have meth in it or something.
Oil of lavender or bergamot. I don't think that's edible.
Lavender is?
Probably.
Yeah, bergamot is too. They had shampoo.
Yes, Cody, they had all the delicacies.
They had leave-in conditioner.
They had fucking beard cream. They had mustache rubs. They had fucking all kinds of shit.
Pepper
But that doesn't mean just because they had this shit, they didn't fucking go down on each other because they fucking smelled
toothpaste, that's rich people stuff.
balls.
Huh?
They smelled like shit.
Bloody balls.
Whatever.
Why are you not fucking facing facts like they've been eating pussy on a reg for like 6,000 years?
They have.
Nobody today eats pussy.
They had to paint a picture of it in Pompeii. It must be fucking great.
Right, but
in the bathhouse. They're already in the bath.
They could be dirty. They might not have taken a bath first.
No, nobody sucks.
Does it really matter? Does it honestly really
No, we're
matter?
arguing semantics at this point.
Alright, getting into some news stories now, everybody.
Alright, the first one I have for you guys this week. This is on labbible.com. So, wait, is this correct? Yeah, okay. No, wait. That's not correct. Oh, shit.
You're not correct.
Sorry, everybody. What happened? Oh, here we go. Found it. Sorry, everybody. They added an article to the already existing article, and it wasn't the right one. So, ethically sourced cocaine is becoming a high commodity nowadays, apparently.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it organic.
So, experts have discovered that drug dealers are offering ethically sourced cocaine for double the price. This new form of the drug is being called woke coke. So the claims are that the farmers in South America are paid a living wage, and the economic footprint of the process is much smaller than normal.
I like it.
Small batch
Family farms. Unfortunately, as experts think that this may be a scam to get users to pay more for the same product.
Probably.
Oh,
It's probably the same dirty ass coke they use.
Probably. A Colombian aid worker, Bibiana Villada, says cocaine users should know that the use of the drug comes at a much higher price than what they pay for it. She's quoted saying, "I can tell you no one in Colombia produces cocaine ethically," she said. "The trade inevitably involves bloodshed, the destabilization of communities," that was a hard one, "destabilization of communities and an appalling cycle of violence. If demand goes up, so does production, and the cycle of destruction continues. In addition to the numerous deaths and injuries, cocaine cartels destroy around 100,000 acres of rainforest in South America every year to plant and harvest the cocaine plants."
Stop buying cocaine. You're killing the rainforest.
Authorities are worried that the multi-billion-dollar cocaine market will get even bigger if people catch on to the woke coke scene. So this could cause more people to be like, "It's organically farm-raised cocaine. I'm going to buy more." Like, that's something that can make it, because people are trying to buy more organic
It's to get the
stuff.
TikTokers involved.
It's
in
like,
cocaine.
even my drugs are fair trade.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think this could be a huge issue.
This cocaine is grass-fed.
I hope my shoes I ordered from Mexico are actually fair trade.
Didn't you say it's livable wages? And
Yeah, that's what it said.
a lot of times it is if it has a stamp from, like, a fair trade federation.
Oh, okay.
Did it have a stamp from a fair trade
I
federation?
don't know. I got it off a TikTok video.
Jesus Christ.
So,
You ain't gonna be laughing when I hit you with my chocolate.
what's the name of the shoe brand?
Let me see. Let me check my email.
Because if it's got a certified stamp then from an ethically sourced federation or company, then it can
Here you go.
association. You're powering off your
Oops.
phones.
I do that all the time. It's the La Perla MX.
Okay.
If you just type that in.
Why?
PERLAMX.com.
PERLA.
Yeah. MX.com.
Why?
Yeah, that's where I got my shoes.
So it says they're handmade and they're like everybody.
You get
gets
to watch the video of them actually
everybody
making
gets a living
them.
wage.
Go to...
If you go down to the very bottom of the page, does it show it? Or just all the shoes?
You know they have apparel and backpacks.
I
right?
won't fit.
And hats.
Yeah, I won't fit.
Go through the hands of different artisanos before they are completed.
Go to...
Our brand was created to empower our Mexican roots and culture to allow us the freedom to take a little piece of Mexico everywhere we go and not just...
We support over 200 families in Mexico. Our brand is Mexican owned, operated, and our artisans put a lot of time, care into the products they bring. So they support 200 families who make their products. They also have Ofrindon Foods, whatever that is. They have sandals, then they have, I don't know, I speak Spanish, so it also shows you how to break in.
Hurarache.
I think that's an SHE.
Urarache. Something like that. So it seems like they're legit. I mean, obviously it's not ethically sourced or fair trade, but like...
It's not certified.
It's a local business that supports families that make shoes.
Yeah.
Which is a dying...
It's really cool getting to watch them like do all the embroidery work and make like the actual soles of the shoe and put them all together.
Like I seen a guy on TikTok, he's a cobbler and a shoemaker, and it's a dying art, and there's not very many people left. And if you do, because they're mass produced, shoes are mass produced now. So if you actually make shoes, like, I think he's gained a lot of popularity, and a lot of people are like, oh shit, people actually make shoes, and they're good shoes. It's just, you can just get online and be like, oh, I want this pair of shoes, and it costs $150, when his pair of shoes also costs $150, but this was made by factory, and this is fucking handmade.
Well, it's like
by somebody in, like, Illinois or some shit.
Do you know how many times a Mexican mama has probably beat the fuck out of their kids with their fucking sandals and not broken a fucking sandal?
I don't know how many times.
Probably a lot. I think Mexican moms beat the fuck out of their kids.
How many sandals has your mom broke?
A lot, because we got cheap made fucking flip-flops. Like $1 flip-flop sale.
The Dollar Tree, the green dollar store.
These gotta be good sandals if you can beat your kids with them.
Did you know that the Dollar Tree has like the quarter thing that Aldi's does now for the carts?
No.
Everybody's taking the fucking cards.
But that's the whole point. Like, people at Aldi have more than $1 to spend. What if that quarter takes out your dollar, man? Now you can't even buy something. Now you only got 75 cents. What the fuck?
And you're shit out of luck.
Exactly.
Don't go to the dollar store if you don't have a quarter.
You only got a quarter.
So, stay away from cocaine, period.
It is not ethically sourced.
I mean, it is not ethically sourced, 100%.
And you're killing the rainforest.
Yeah, so just don't do drugs. You know, I can't tell you what to do, but just, it's better if you don't do drugs.
But buy local.
Only buy your cocaine from locally sourced farms.
Only get your mushrooms from ethically sourced hippies.
Grass-fed and finished cocaine.
Oh,
So, next we have, this is on Fox News. So, this is a Texas man accused of burning down his home, killing his brother, his mom, and
hurting his mom.
Yeah, hurting his mom because they didn't follow the Bible.
Damn Bible thumpers, man, they get you.
So a Texas
what
man.
If you're a Bible tapper?
Yeah, from El Paso.
I just look at it.
From El Paso. His home was on fire, resulting in the death of his brother and leaving his mom with severe burn injuries, according to reports. Philip Daniel Mills, 40, was arrested on Friday, charged with capital murder and arson. Mills allegedly confessed to setting the fire while being questioned by authorities. He reportedly told investigators he broke a TV in the home and later set a couch on fire to rid the home of evil.
Evil.
I've seen his mugshot. He looks like a fucking weirdo. So Mills was allegedly angry that his family didn't follow the Bible. Mills' brother, Paul Aaron Mills, 54, was pulled from the home and later pronounced dead at a hospital. His mother, Florence Annette Mills, 82, was able to walk out of the home and remain
How
hospitalized.
did 82 make it out?
She made it through the fucking depression, bro. She's a goddamn soldier.
Oh, gosh.
So Philip Daniel Mills set fire to the inside of his home and fled, leaving his mother and brother inside the burning residence. El Paso.
He was just high.
So here's what he looks like.
I mean, he looks kind of normal.
No, he fucking
like
doesn't.
Trim.
He does not look normal at all.
His hair's just fucked up.
He looks like he's on.
He's been running.
He looks like he's on woke coke right now. So the defendant states that he left the residence and allowed his mother to be in a happy place throughout the day and waited for both his mother and his brother to go to bed. So he's like, I'm gonna be real super nice to her before I fucking murder her.
You know, my Nana is always up in the middle of the night all the time. I bet that's how that old lady survived.
Your Nana thinks she's gonna die every day, though.
She does.
She's
thought about that for the past 20 years.
We were talking about this. She's like, I feel pretty good today. I just know. I've been reading the Bible. I feel pretty good that Jesus is going to take me today.
I know he is, because I done forgot my pills.
I forgot my pill. And come to think of that, I do need to take my pills. But I know I can feel that Jesus is coming for me today. I'm here at the Golden Corral, and these mashed potatoes just taste extra heavenly. He's going to take me today after lunch.
The past 20 years she's been saying that.
Really?
Like,
that's great. I love that mentality, though.
I guess her sister...
Honestly, I really love that.
I guess
fun.
her sister went to see her lately, and she goes, I know, he's just going to take me today. I haven't been taking my pills.
Oh
he's
my
just going to
gosh.
take me today.
That's like my favorite story of my fucking nanny. We were young. We were like probably in 4th grade. I was probably in 4th grade. And it was me and Bro, and we were with Nanny, and we went to McDonald's. Did we go to McDonald's? We went to McDonald's. We were getting sundaes. And the lady goes, would you like a lid on your Sunday? She goes, of course I want to live on Sunday. I want to live every day. She goes, man, would you like a lid on your Sunday? She goes, oh yeah.
My favorite story of going to McDonald's is when our grandma took us, our mom's mom, and she leaned out the window to grab the food, and in between the gap of the roof and the car was her head, and a bird shit right on her head. I remember that because I was sitting in the front seat and I seen something come through the gap, which is only like a foot gap. Bird shit right on her head.
That's fucking
The
hilarious.
craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I already know. I already love your grandma, though, because I love that mentality.
This is the grandma that said prayer at Easter and
She
said
forgot
bye.
to say.
Yeah.
She goes and pray for so and so. Bye.
She goes, she's like, what? Bye.
Bye.
And they're like, don't you mean amen? She goes, I'm going to talk to him later.
Seriously, she's like, I'm not talking later. And her cousin turns around and goes, you say bye to Jesus?
That's the person like, hey, who's always happy because they're just ready to go. Like, you're just like, I'm just ready to go now. It's like, I've had a good day. And it's like, she's just chilling.
This coffee's tasting pretty good today. I think today's my day to go.
Well, it's like what I think we were
Live every day like your last is what they
Pretty
mean.
much like, hey, if you do that, you're happy. If you live every day, you're just like, he can take me now. I'm happy. Like,
Yeah.
I love that mentality, though.
I can't go today. I'm fucking pissed.
That's funny.
Well, I think at Easter she was also taking shots with my aunt's boyfriend. She has a hard time. She's had a double knee replacement, and she has a hard time getting up anymore. So she can't go get her shots, but she'll let you pour her a shot.
And her aunt's boyfriend is the guy at the party that's just like got the cooler and brought like 2/5 of whiskey, but it's an Easter celebration. Half of the people there are kids.
You don't think Jesus drank? Sure did. I mean, he died and then came back. That's what Easter's for. But
Ascension, baby.
holler, bye.
Holler.
Bye.
Bye, Jesus.
Oh, she also used to date a Native American.
Really?
Yeah, he would come over. I remember.
Yeah, like it's so hard to believe.
Well, he was really cool. Well, like my fucking Bible thumping grandmother dating a Native American.
There's something unholy about
You
that.
think Native Americans believe in a higher power?
Well, yeah, but
They got wind gods.
I don't know. I just remember that he used to drive a school bus, and
That's why
he
she
would-
liked him.
He would come over all the time, and they would hang out. and she would always braid his hair for him.
Really?
Yeah, he was super cool.
Yeah, should be.
Was his name Walks with Crow or something
No,
like
his
that?
name
Ryan.
was Thomas.
Ryan.
What? They all have those names.
They have regular names.
Yeah. If you're like on the res still, you have Native American names.
Yes, you have Native American names, but like this is Stephen.
His name was Steven.
No.
At their job, they don't be like walks with the wind. They don't say my name's walks with the wind. Like my name's Jeffrey.
To the bus.
My name's Jeffrey.
What's so bad about that? If he had a name, cool. If he didn't have a name, then
No,
okay.
he didn't have a name.
He didn't have a name.
Fucking shit.
I mean, he has a
Okay,
regular name.
so this
We got white people in fucking Pandanaram over there where we're from, and there's like
Bandana Ram?
fucking bandana eagle feather hawk,
What?
and they're white.
That's just because they're on
What's going
fucking
on?
meth.
Yeah. See?
That's because they live in the woods and they're on meth, and when they're fucking have their babies, they're on fucking meth. They're like, I want it to be leather holster, banana ram of Gwen Stefani.
Bananarama Gwen Stefani.
Yeah. So back to the
What a
article.
fucking name.
So this arsonist / murderer, he came out running, and the house was just engulfed in flames. A neighbor who lives across the street told KFOX News on Thursday night. So it says there was no way that we could run in there to do anything. So I'm guessing he probably used some kind of accelerant. So Mills allegedly laughed when officers told him his mother survived the fire and called it a failed attempt.
I had a fucking laugh too, honestly. She made it out when she's old.
The neighbor
Made
told
it out.
KFOX News that Mills was a bit of a drifter. Some might say.
Yeah.
So he would leave and come back, then leave and come back, stay a couple months. He said
He's just crazy.
Mills was booked in the jail on a $2.5 million bond, according to a news article.
Don't you have to only pay 10% of your bond to get
And he
out?
also has an
Yeah.
extensive arrest
That's what I
record. He also has an extensive arrest. Well, 10% of 2.5 million is like
20,000.
200. It's 250.
He tried burning a nursing home down, but they all made it out.
Well, I just meant...
Failed attempt.
Yeah, it's $250,000.
He's just crazy. He's either high on something or he's just fucking crazy because he's just like, he tried to burn his fucking...
Kind of looks like a guy that I see at Planet Fitness sometimes.
He tried to burn his fucking 80-year-old grandma alive and then she got out.
His
and he's
mom! His mother!
Like, I thought that was his grandma.
His
No.
mom.
His birth giver.
He's
just
40.
like, failed attempt.
Well, I mean...
We'll get her next time, damn it.
Oh, God.
We'll burn her in her she shed.
Ah!
All right, so the last article I have here, and then we'll wrap things up.
Garlic facts.
So, this is actually kind of cool. I thought it very interesting. So, garlic facts and history, the truth about vampires and health benefits of garlic.
It's supposed to be heart healthy.
Yep, and fun fact, I think it's September, October is garlic month.
Wow.
Use garlic. It's actually very healthy for you. So, this is on CNN Health. So, for thousands of years, we've used basically garlic for pretty much everything. It's an edible bulb that's part of the lily family, and it's native to Central Asia. So, in addition to making food taste better, it has traditionally been used for health purposes, such as in cultures such as Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, Chinese, and Japanese. So the folklore between vampires and garlic, basically, it comes to them having a disease. So it's a blood disease. So some medieval Europeans believed that vampires, the fictional blood drinkers that have come to dominate the horror genre, were created by a blood disease. So people carried garlic thinking it was a strong antibiotic that could kill the monsters. So this disease is called porphyria. So this blood disorder is called porphyria, and it may have supported this belief. According to Carnegie Museum of Natural History, porphyria is a group of disorders characterized by a defective enzyme our bodies need to make hema, the deep red iron-containing compound. Hema? Or hemoglobin, right?
Yeah.
The deep red iron-containing compounds that help transport oxygen through the body. So, complications of the disorder can make skin pale, shrink gums, which can make teeth look bigger. Garlic and sunlight can worsen the symptoms, so people with porphyria might avoid it. Yeah, they might avoid it. A habit some people attribute to vampirism. By drinking human blood, vampires or people with porphyria might theoretically replenish their hema stores, said a 2014 paper published in the QJM, an International Journal of Medicine.
So back in the day, they just drank blood because they're like, this will replenish my body. But honestly, they just shit it out because you have to transfuse your blood. You can't just eat it.
Well, they
drink
don't
it.
know that.
Well, yeah, they don't know that. They also
Right.
thought garlic cures fucking a blood disease.
But it's the weird thing that everything about the weird vampire horror stories is every single fact in here about a vampire has a fucking origin story that leads back to like this disease.
I think it was just because those people were outcasts, so they monsterized.
If you brushed your hair and no hair fell out, it's like witch.
Well, that's like you hear stories about it, and I've listened to podcasts about it, but it was like somebody, and then like there'll be like a disease that spreads through town. They'll be like, "Oh no, there's a vampire sucking the life out of people," and then somebody who just died from like the same disease earlier that year. When you die, your body, everything kind of decomposes, but your hair and your fingernails still grow. Yeah. So when they open the coffin, they would see that their hair and their fingernails are growing, and they'd be like, that's a vampire, and then they fucking stake you to the fucking ground.
And there for a time, people, I think it's Chicago, there's a cemetery, I could be wrong, there's a cemetery, and a man buried himself when he died. He made a plexiglass window that can see into his grave. And over the years, you can't really see into it anymore because of condensation and just growth. Mm-hmm. But you could see his fucking face once he got his dead face, and you could see his decomposing body through the window, the plexiglass window.
That's why they had bells too.
Right, because for a time, people had a disease that was going around based off of some kind of malnutrition or something during the time, where they would just fucking lights out, they would think they were dead. And this is before they would do, they would cut you open, take all of your stuff out of your body. They would bury you, and people would be fucking alive.
Yeah.
That's why they put the bells. So you can just ring
you can ring a bell, but this dude had plexiglass, and it's still there today. You just can't see into it. But there's a piece of plexiglass above this dude's grave.
It's also why they put, if you go past the cemetery, mainly down south, like New Orleans and shit, you'll see cages over graves. But it's because when they come back out of it, so-called.
And that's why, what was it? Like, people started putting their bodies in vaults. Like, their families, you started having to get vaults. You have to get vaults now, but it's because you can leach into the groundwater. But people were like, zombies. So we gotta lock them in a fucking vault. But that's, like, the story behind that. Above. So, I'm looking at the plexiglass above the grave. What is a... I figured it popped right up.
Just plexiglass. See-through grave.
See-through grave.
I don't know. Glass above grave? What the fuck? You Google weird shit, though. That is like it's bringing up above ground pools. Oh, there's a glass fucking... Oh, that's just above ground.
Oh, here it is. Timothy Clark Smith in New Haven, Vermont. Grave with a window. That's it right there. That's a picture. So, small square glass in the ground that leads straight down to the face of a long-dead Timothy Clark Smith, who feared being buried alive. That's it right there. You can't really see into it, but that's it. The fucking window. After he got buried, you can actually see it. Like, you could see him. Barely, with good lighting.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, and then the last half of this article, there's a chemical called allicin. It is also the compound in which most...
You can pronounce it any fucking way you want, but I guarantee it's wrong. Allicin.
So this is a compound in which most potential health benefits attributed to garlic have been credited. Some small studies have suggested that garlic may be helpful for slightly improving blood pressure, cholesterol, immune function, the prevention of certain cancers, and oxidative stress. So at high doses, garlic compounds have reportedly helped protect organs from heavy metal toxicity. So basically, the reason why this is actually kind of cool is it's like the sulfur, like the one thing about vampires is there's a chemical that is produced that has a smell of sulfur, and that's also why they attribute it to vampires. is because if it's bumped like in the ground, like by a mole or something that's going to eat it, or a groundhog or whatever, if it gets bumped or moved, it produces that fucking sulfur smell to like keep the thing from quit like eating it.
What?
Basically.
To basically protect
Garlic?
itself from
Yeah.
being
Ow.
eaten.
Like when you cut it.
Garlicky smell, the stinky smell.
Yeah, it's like
If a mole bumped into garlic,
well, yeah, but that's
it
like
produces sulfur.
But that's why it's like, that's why people were like, oh, sulfur, like the smell of sulfur, it stinks and stuff, and people didn't like it.
Garlic stinks.
It's also because it's like a defense mechanism. Like garlic has a fucking defense mechanism. It's like
Smells like rotten eggs.
it's like the skunk of the dirt. It's like
It's like the
skunk of the dirt.
It's like the octopus of the dirt. It just ew, you inked me.
hey, those videos of people catching those octopuses and they're trying to get them off their hook, and they grab it and it just goes, Psha! And it just shoots ink out everywhere. That shit's gross. But anyway, that's all I have for that.
An octopus or a squid? I think it's a squid. I don't think
Squid,
octopus
sorry,
is-
yeah, it's a squid.
Same
I
thing.
thought octopuses can too.
Can they?
I can't. I'm
Octopi?
pretty sure.
Oh.
Octopi.
Multiple octopus?
Octopus.
Ew, you made me ink. Well, that's on Finding Nemo. That was an octopus.
Yeah, they ink.
An octopus?
Yeah, they shoot ink.
Is it because they're all
Self-defense!
Is it because they're all cephalopods?
I don't know. Black semen.
Fun fact, goats come in their beards to attract mates.
Yum. You can buy squid ink.
You can buy dough piss too, but that doesn't mean anybody's gonna buy it.
Well, people eat it.
Huh?
This?
No,
Oh,
octopus
I was
ink.
getting really
Why?
weirded
Squid
out.
ink. It's like a delicacy. Like they can like color shit
Yes,
with it
they
and flavor
use
shit
it
with
in
it.
like certain noodle dishes too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, that's all the articles I have for you guys this week.
Egg roll ink.
Yeah.
Let's close this motherfucker out.
All right. That is the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. Always tell a friend about this fucking show. Of course, we couldn't do this show without you. Everything, all our links down in the description. Go follow our shit. Go check out social medias, whatever. Cody's making TikToks now. Some of them are funny. Some of them are shit. And go rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to. iTunes really helps, but it really doesn't matter because we're desperate.
No, we're not.
I'm desperate enough to suck cowboy dick.
That's right. And thanks for
Everybody has a limit.
Thanks for all the downloads, everybody. We appreciate you. Remember, always wash your hands, wash your motherfucking ass. You might have to start wearing a mask again because that Delta variant is coming up strong. It's like a boner. It's like your
grandpa's boner.
It's like a Viagra
Comes
boner.
when you don't want it to.
It's like a Viagra boner is what
Very
it is.
scary.
So wash your hands, wash your motherfucking ass. Let's get out of here.
All right, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great week. Have a great month of August. Also, hope you're enjoying the book of the month, Can I Say, by Travis Barker. Go and also get some Rubus Cacao, the raspberry chocolate stout by Mad Tree Brewing Co. of the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And use my promo code T20 CODYCU for 20% off all RedCon1 merch. Appreciate you guys. See you next week. And remember, when life gets hard and life gets you down and you just can't get enough garlic in your life, you get some more garlic from the store and milk that motherfucking pig to fight those vampires.
Peace.
We out.
Bye.
When you talk to Jesus, just say bye. Bye, Jesus.
You go live your life like it's your last.